low.
We are at
He always
live
stood up high. If he
following
fell on your feet, he said, excuse me.
Rich Homie Quan's
If
funeral,
he felt
y'all.
like he did something
So
wrong,
this
even
is
if it took a few
Rich
months, they
Homie
pop up
Quan's
and he begged your
funeral
pardon, and
live.
he allowed you to be forgiven and he forgive. So I just want to hope in the rest of my life, how many days I have left, that I'm a lot more like Corey and Tammy's son. That I'm forgiven. That I bring people joy. That I bring people laughter. So I would just like to offer my deepest condolences on behalf of me and my family. I'd like to say to everyone in this room that Atlanta is a truly special place. That includes South Fulton.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to say black people in this room, we have an opportunity to do it different. We have an opportunity to bring honor to his name by forgiving one another. We have an opportunity to get our straight. And I would challenge us to do it because I love y'all so much.
Y'all, welcome. This is Rich Homie Quan's funeral live.
He's probably looking at us on a remote control TV from heaven, and he expects us to do better than we've been doing. I want to tell Atlanta, I love you. I like to tell Corey and Tammy, thank you for loaning your son to the world. I want to tell his children, thank you for allowing your father to be an example for us, because so many days
welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. This is Rich Homie Quan's funeral live.
I want to tell the woman and the women that loved him, you couldn't help it, baby. He was lovable.
Aww.
And I just like to say to Quan, man, I never got to tell you this, but I told you I wanted to see you and talk to you about something, but it's good for the room to hear. I heard you talk about getting an advance on your album, and the wisest thing you had said to anybody, you said, I told them I don't want all the money up front. Just give me something every month so that I can sustain myself. And I want to say to black people in this room, that was one of the greatest lessons I've heard every entertainer say.
Wow.
Let's be more conservative with what we do with our finance so we can give our children the stable life that Corey and Tammy gave him.
Wow.
Because that is the only way we will produce strong young men and women.
Welcome in, y'all. This is Rich Homie Quan's funeral.
I love you all in Jesus' name.
Live.
I pray that you all leave strong and healthy. To my Muslims in the building, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you guys for being here as well. And I look forward to seeing y'all soon. Tammy and Corey, thank y'all so much.
Wow. Big funeral. Rich Homie Quan's funeral, you guys. So sad. He was so young. I think he was 31 years old. Rich Homie Quan was 31 when he passed away. Y'all, he leaves behind, I know, a girlfriend, children. But this is so sad. So sad, y'all. I'm sorry. We got 4 people in the building. Welcome, you guys. Welcome.
I'm Brittany. Quan, best friend.
Oh.
14 years. It's not much that I have to say, but I want to thank Tammy and Corey for keeping me my best friend for 14 years. Koya and Dre, I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Amber, I got you now.
Oh, thank you, David. That is nice. Thank you. Welcome in, David. Welcome. So sad. Rich Homie Quan was 31, I believe. He was young.
I love you.
Very young.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out today.
Sad. So sad. It's so sad. But y'all, Rich Homie Quan passed away last week, and this is his funeral. So it's live, I believe, in Atlanta. And this is the funeral live.
Hey everyone, how y'all doing? I had to beat poll up here because I said I wasn't gonna say nothing. But my name Nard. It's my brother. I don't know what to say, y'all, I'll be honest with you. But I just want to thank everybody for coming. Y'all really showed out for my brother. He really loved everybody. His music was everything. If you really listen to his songs, he'll really tell you everything you needed to know. I'm gonna get out the way and let Poe do what he gotta do, because I didn't Poe to say nothing.
How y'all doing? I'm Charles Bolton, aka Light Poe. Meek used to call me Lottie Dottie. But I want to big shout out to Mama Tammy, Mr. Corey, and one more person that couldn't be here, that Coach Eddie. I'm saying Coach Eddie left a stain on this community. I'm saying just like Quan did. Like Quan was raised by some beautiful people. And hey look, let's forgive our people, man, for real, for real. Like life too short to be holding something against it, like it ain't that deep, it ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's move as one, move as whole as a community. You know what I'm saying? Because like, they against us. And y'all know who it is. You know what I'm saying? All these distractions and stuff like that. Look, let's remember who we is as a people. Like, we the culture. Like, this music is the culture, but we are the culture. You know what I'm saying? Me and Quan grew up right across the street, 5 years old at Old National Park, playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? If I do something wrong, Coach Eddie on my butt, on my neck like this here. You know what I'm saying? That was the culture. Let's bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Let's stay whole. Let's stay as one. You know what I'm saying? We're a unit. We black. You know what I'm saying? Let's move like that. Rest in peace to my boy. It took him 34 years to become a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was
34, he a
34.
legend. I witnessed it. No, I was there with me. I'm sorry y'all going on my 2 minutes. But look, let's move as one, y'all.
That's so sad. So sad.
Man, what going on? My name is Blunt. You know what I'm saying? Call me Extra. I got that name from Tammy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting out my, yeah, extra, read all about it. Yeah. So I'm saying, I'm sending out my love to the family, Corey, Tammy. You know what I'm saying? I told Corey the other day, like, when I heard, like, how they grew up in the same cul-de-sac, I was like, boy, you were meant, boy, you were gonna happen regardless by mistake. You were just here, like, for real. I met that boy when we were 14, like, Polo, Quan, like, you say 2018.
Yes, these are like people he grew up with, Rich Homie Quan grew up with.
Ninth grade, we made our first song in the kitchen. I think we was on Gresham and Jerry house in the kitchen. Made our first song, we went up to East London at the McDonald's, got out the car, let somebody hit the song. He was like, I want to sign y'all. We went back crunk, like we crunk back then. You know what I'm saying? We went crunk. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, I love my boy.
That's sad.
Can't even bring my boy back, but he gonna live forever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in this room here, cause he touched everybody. You know what I'm saying?
So sad.
I just wanna say I love my boy, that's it.
And I'm sorry, I want to give one more special shout out to my mom. I love you, mama. Shalom alaikum, ops.
Rich Homie Quan. Forever going
My name is Jonathan Leonard, and I had the honor and pleasure to serve as Quan's music attorney, his entertainment attorney. I don't know, Mike spoke earlier talking about Jewish attorneys and that sort of thing, but Quan chose a black man to be his attorney. I don't know much about Yom Kippur, but Corey, you go to church with me, we going to the Baptist church, you know, back in Nashville, Tennessee, where I grew up. So much respect to Quan and Corey for entrusting me
Rich Homie Quan's
with something
funeral,
as
y'all.
important
So
as their
sad.
business and their music career. When I met Quan he was already hitting on all cylinders. He was a huge star by the time that we met. We were introduced by Cy
Cy Gray, and Corey, we set up a meeting for Corey to come to the office, and Corey arrived at my office. It took actually probably a year before he actually came through to talk to me from when we first made contact, but he made it to my office, and I was sitting in my conference room awaiting him, and he walked in, and I stood up, shook his hand, and offered a seat to him, but Corey didn't sit down. Corey stood at the end of the conference table, looked at me, and he said, "Hey
Y'all,
man,
welcome
look,
in. Welcome to the
don't have to
lounge,
be
y'all.
long.
We are
How much
watching
you
Rich
charge?"
Homie Quan's funeral live.
He was letting me know, it caught me off guard for a second, but he was letting me know that he was the protector of his son. And that if I had any intentions outside of doing what was right by him, that I was gonna have to deal with him, that he was gonna feel some type of way as it related to me. I might have to clear that sample. I sampled it for my speech, but Corey was clear to me that he meant business, and that in no uncertain terms that he was the protector of his son. And so I said to him, my first words to him was, I said, well, let me first understand what your son's needs are from a legal standpoint. And then I can try to determine whether or not I can help. How can I help you? And so Corey at that point sat down, and that conversation went on for 3 hours. It felt like it was a 15-minute conversation. And at that point, we built the foundation that we now stand upon through doing the business for your son and protecting him in this business. And so shortly thereafter, I met Quan. Quan was as respectful and humble a talent as I'd ever met. I've been doing this for almost 30 years now. I know I'm dating myself,
So this
but
is
I've been doing music deals for 30
Rich
years,
Homie
and I've met a
Quan's
lot of
attorney,
different people.
entertainment
Quan was
attorney.
one of the most humble and respectful young brothers that I'd ever met. And so one of the things I noticed about Quan and Corey in their relationship is that it was built in mutual trust for one another. If I was talking to Quan, I knew I was talking to Corey. I knew Corey was in his ear. There was no conversation with Quan that Corey was not in some kind of way interjecting his wisdom upon his son. If I was talking to Corey, I knew he was talking to Quan. They were a duo that worked and had unbelievable trust for one another. And so I respected that about them, and I was very grateful for the opportunity to be able to serve in that role for you all. As you heard from Mike, not a lot of us come to our own to be guided in this business, but they entrusted me, and I am grateful, very grateful for that. Let me say just one thing. Atlanta, as Mike said, is a unique and special place. It allows us as a community the opportunity to form relationships with people that are celebrities, high profile, rub shoulders with them. Sometimes our kid might come home and they're in the room with someone in the classroom with someone who has a #1 song on the charts. You go into a restaurant and you are rubbing shoulders with somebody who has an international platform. It is important and incumbent upon us as a community to look at these people and understand what they go through on a day-to-day.
They're normal people like us,
Their
everyday
challenges
people.
and their struggles are different than the normal persons that walk day to day. They become everything to everybody. They become commodities to companies, to personal relationships, to representatives, all over. They become everything to everybody, and that's a heavy weight to bear. And we oftentimes don't take that into consideration.
I agree with him.
When we are interacting with them. I would say that we as a community
welcome,
need
y'all.
to
We got 3 people in the building, y'all. Like up the
towards
live, y'all. This is
asking the
Rich Homie
question,
Quan's funeral.
how can I
This is
help
Rich Homie Quan's
when you come in
entertainment
contact
lawyer,
with
just
these
giving
young
his
men,
words
young
of
women.
love.
How can you be a benefit to them? How can you be an asset, not a liability? How can you be calm and not chaos? You know, how can you make their lives easier because they're struggling and dealing with things that you may never ever know? And so I would ask us as a community that we come together and we think about these and not look at what is in it